Hi everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box. We could talk to Flora. I'll be here resting, you two be careful out there. We will, Flora, do feel better soon. And nothing of value was gained there, because, well, she doesn't have anything to say yet. She will later, probably. So now let's leave. And leave. Actually, we can talk to you, can't we? Good evening, sirs. I do hope the young lady traveling with you feels better soon. Unfortunately, we didn't really see the dialogue between, you know, Layton and the guy running the hotel. Oh well. Everything I've seen leads me to believe that Dr. Schrader visited Folsense. The Elysian box and the facts we need to solve the mystery of his death are close by. I'm sure of it. Do you think whoever stole the Elysian box might be hiding here as well? It's still too early to tell. But I'll know more if we can figure out why Dr. Schrader ventured out here in the first place. For now, our best course of action is to search for anything connected to the Elysian box. Let's get to it then. Lead the way, Professor. So we've already been here. We've already looked around out there. If we walk back this way, he looks familiar, don't he? Welcome to Folsense, where you can dream big and make those dreams a reality. Want to be filthy rich? In Folsense, even something like that is a snap. Let me guess, you guys came here to get your hands on some of that Herzen money, am I right? What Herzen money? You came all the way here and you don't know about the Herzen fortune? That's rich, pal. Here's the story. A long time ago, the big cheese here in Folsense, Duke Herzen, found the mother of all gold deposits. There was so much gold, you couldn't spend it in a lifetime. Then, not too long ago, the old man up and croaked, and now his money sits forgotten in his castle. How's that for an interesting story? Quite. However, we're not here for treasure. Rather, we seek an item known as the Elysian box. The Wuzza box? That's a new one to me. Interesting, isn't it? There's a fortune somewhere in this town, too. This town just gets more and more interesting. Maybe even more interesting than the small village we were previously in. And I'm not talking anywhere in this game. So let's continue, shall we? This place may definitely be more curious than that village. Mark my words, Samuel, it's here in town. I can guarantee that. You are to scour every inch of this place and bring it back to me at once, you got it? Aw, come on, Uncle. Do you really think it's everything people say it is? I don't know. It kinda sounds like a lot of baloney to me. Are my ears playing tricks on me? I could have sworn you just told me that my information was wrong. You're in no position to be lecturing me on the subject. Now, get out there and start looking. Okay. No need to blow a gasket. I'm going. What do you think Mr. Beluga and the train conductor were talking about, Professor? It would appear that they, too, are out on the hunt for something. Oh, look over there, Professor. What on earth could that be? A book with a bunch of locks on it. It's some variety of strange book. Perhaps someone dropped it while running about town. Yikes, get a load of this crazy cover. What is this symbol on it? Let's have a look. The symbol seems to be in the shape of a goat. Well, whatever it is, it gives me the willies. But I do wonder what's written inside. Hard to say with the book locked up tight as it is, isn't it? Still, the symbol is very intriguing. Say, Professor, maybe somebody in that antique shop over there can tell us something about it. Excellent idea, Luke. Let's begin our investigation there. And now we have a new option in the trunk. See if it gives us the whole... Oh, Beluga's search. Beluga seems to be working Sammy like a dog, sending him all over town in a frantic search for some unknown item. It's unclear why Beluga would set up a secret train connected to Folsense, but it's clear this item is very important to him. What could it be? So now we need to go visit the antique shop. But before we visit the antique shop, you know what's going on here. Let's see. Yep, one there. It's somewhere over here. I know it is. Aha! There it is. Let's see, and there. Yep. But now we need to walk into the antique store over here. And joy of joy, Chelmey. But more importantly than Chelmey, hint coins. I believe it's under here. Yep. And then... No. Darn it. There we go. Oh well. Time to talk to you. Inspector Chelmey, where did you come from? Took the words right out of my mouth, laddie. Wasn't expecting to see you two at a place like this. After some field work in Dropstone, I was able to deduce that this town and the Elysian box are linked. Dr. Schrader had stockpiled quite the stack of research on the Elysian box. The criminal I'm in pursuit of more than likely not killed the doctor to get his hands on the box. So instead of chasing the man, I decided to chase the box. When I find it, I'll find the culprit. Wow, that's a solid bit of reasoning there. I didn't expect that from the inspector. Neither did I, really. Go figure. Eh? Did you say something, lad? No, sir. Not a word. Good, because I got no time for idle chit-chat. I've got a murder to catch and to cart back to London. Come along, Barton. We're leaving. Yes, sir. Okay, and now that he is gone, we can talk to the store owner. Good day. Are you out shopping for anything in particular? I apologize, but we're not here to shop today. However, I was wondering, have you ever heard of an antique called the Elysian box? Oh dear, here we go with that box again. You know, you're the third party to ask about it today. The third? Those two detectives you saw were just asking about it, and a half hour ago, there was a young lady. She seemed interested in knowing whether anyone had been searching for the box around town. Can you describe the young lady? Oh, she was quite the beauty. She wasn't a local, but she had a face that just seemed familiar. Oh, and the officers, well, they said they were here on an official police investigation. I'll tell you what I've told everyone today. I wish I could help, but this box you're after is news to me. One of my visitors, I forget who, mentioned something about the box having quite a history behind it. If the thing was ever in Folsense, it might be worth checking at the Herzen Museum. Where might we find this museum? Just look for the big building in the middle of town, a ways to the north. The museum houses a wealth of documents celebrating the history of our town. This is all extremely useful. Thank you for the suggestion. We'll be sure to pay the museum a visit. Oh, before you run off, would you mind if I took a look at that book you've got there? Feel free, my good man. Yeah. The construction is quite unusual for a book of its age. Lovely work and very rare, I'd say. Would you happen to know anything about this symbol on the book's cover? I was just about to comment on how familiar that symbol feels, though it has no significance I'm aware of. I must confess what drew my eye to the book were its locks. Old gadgets always fascinate me. Its construction is very basic. so you might be able to turn the locks with any old key you stumble upon. As a matter of fact, here, why don't we see if this key does the trick? It's my way of saying thank you for showing me something interesting. Oh, many thanks, my good man. So we get a diary key. Each key unlocks another old diary chapter. Gee, it's too bad we didn't find out more about that book in there. It certainly would have been nice, but we'll have to put the book aside for now. It's time to pay a visit to the Herzen Museum. As he just said. And you say it's time to pay a visit, but let's take a quick look at this old diary, shall we? And we start out with 12 entries, 2 of which are unlocked. Well, one of which is unlocked at the beginning, but well, once we get it. But the second one is unlocked with that key. So let's take a quick look, shall we? I met the most enchanting girl at the ball we held last night. These parties are usually a complete bore, but her presence changed all that. As the Duke's son, the unfortunate reality is that most people are either unnaturally polite or fawning toward me. But this girl was warm and real, and she treated me like anyone else. It was very refreshing indeed. I do hope to see her again. In Chapter 2. I had the great fortune of bumping into that girl from the ball again today. She's the daughter of some fancy lord or another, and it shows. Her intellect is matched only by the grace she displays. To be honest, I'm quite taken with her, and have already started courting her. However, I fear Father seems less than pleased with this idea. And unfortunately, that's as far as we get. So, we'll look at the journal entries later, but for now, we can actually leave. I've heard all about you, Missy. I know you've been asking around town about that box. Oh, but I just... And before you say anything, I don't care who your dear old dad is. No one's above the law. In my eyes, anyone out chasing the Elysian box moves to the top of my list, my suspects list. No, you've got it all wrong. Sir, if you wouldn't mind. What is it, Barton? Can't you see I'm in the middle of something here? Yes, about that, sir. The criminal we seek killed a man to obtain the Elysian box, so the villain should have it already. If the young lady was our culprit, she'd have no need to ask around about the box, in my opinion, sir. Oh, is that so, Barton? I don't recall ever asking for your analysis of the situation. Terribly sorry, sir. Please forgive my momentary lapse in judgment. I'll just be going now. Barton, get back here this instant. I'll have your nightstick, I swear! Ah! Whew. Hey, that's a girl we saw back at the station in Dropstone. What was her name? Katie? No, that's not it. I believe you're thinking of Mr. Anderson's daughter, Katia. Yes, that's the one. Who'd have thought she'd be headed to the same place as us? That is kinda curious, but no time for that. We have more hint coins to look for. And a sweating guy in the middle. Okay, let's see. This sweat indicates that he wants tea. He's thirsty or he needs a pick-me-up. So let's talk to him real quick. Now there's a couple of mugs I've seen before. And yes, it is the return of everybody's favorite really bad play on words, Stachenscarfen. Hey, I know you! And I know fate, because that's what brought you, me, and that swell tea set of yours together. Now that we're all reunited, I say we celebrate with a cup of tea. Brew me something nice, would ya? You want us to make tea for you? That's right, whippersnapper, but nothing fancy. A cup of Bell Classic will do the trick. It's so easy to make, even a baby could do it. A baby with a magic tea set, that is. Anywho, all you need is some oasis leaf, a little brisk berry, and a sprinkle of bell tart seed. Oh, let's see, we have some of that already made, so we can serve it to him. Fantabulous! A smile spreads across Stachenscarfen's face. He seems restored and cheerful. Not a bad cup of tea you make, Shorty. Of course, you wouldn't have pulled it off without my expert direction, so don't get cocky. You know, this town is filled with thirsty folks. You got the tea set, so the way I see it, it's your responsibility to help people. If you manage to help everyone out with the tea break, good things will happen. This, I promise. Gosh, Professor, what do you think? How much good can we really do with one cup of tea? Oh, a fair bit, Luke. A gentleman never underestimates the power of a cup of hot tea. Well, when you put it like that, I suppose it couldn't hurt to spread the wealth. And it is time to cut the video, but before we do, let's see. There's one. There's two. That one? Yep, three. Very easy. And now with the ink coins discovered, we have a new person to talk to, but we'll do that next time. So until then, take care, folks. See you later.